Yeah, I mean, a really disappointing first half for us. I mean, that was the difference in the game, and obviously Buffalo's a really good team, and we got to learn a lesson from that moving forward.
You're talking about player number 2 and just trying to guard her, and what you tried to do is because she just scored. I mean,
Yeah.
step back threes and well, just very difficult to guard.
She's one of the best scorers in the country. I mean, she's what makes her tough is she scores at all levels, and she makes a lot of tough shots. So some of those I think were great defense, and she made a tough shot. Some of them, we probably got to do a better job as a unit keeping her out of the paint. But felt like, too, she made a lot of timely shots when we were making runs.
We're talking about Katie in her 100th game.
Yeah.
And what's her secret for resiliency and everything?
Yeah, I mean, Katie's a tough kid. She's I love that it's her 100th game at BG because she's an all-in. She's 100th start at Bowling Green because she's an all-in. She's an all-in kid about BG. I mean, she loves BG through and through and through. So, only fitting for her to have that sort of a recognition.
And last week was the 100th game for Ball State.
Yeah.
So I mean, she started 100 of 101 games. What is it about her that she just always started not? She's always there.
Well, she's just such a unique player. She can do so many things on the court. She's a great creator. She can score inside out. She plays with a ton of enthusiasm, a ton of energy and competitiveness, and all of those things have been really good for our team.
You've been around a while. You were at Ashland.
Yeah.
You know the OG, the history there. Do you think she brings a little bit of that competitiveness from where she played high school ball?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, OG's a great high school program, and, she's when you grow up playing in a great program and playing on a winning team and in a winning program, I think, there's just so many things that go into being a winner that she for sure got growing up in the OG program that we're, fortunate to have that here now, too.
Coach, when we were just talking to Katie, she mentioned she felt the team had no energy in the first half. Is that something you agree with, or is it just a little bit more than that contributed to that first half?
Our urgency of doing what we were supposed to do. I mean, we had a plan for what we were supposed to do, and we just weren't getting into it quick. We weren't doing things with urgency, and I mean, Buffalo's way too good of a team to be late. They're just you've got to be really sharp, and we were missing that. I loved our second half we looked like a totally different team, but in this league, one half isn't enough. So, it's a lesson that we need to learn.
Early in the first quarter there, you put Sophie into the rotation. Was that an on-the-fly thing, or was that kind of a strategic, to combat their size and their length?
Well, we felt like she could score inside with their, they're obviously they're a really big team, and she was able to do that.
Looking at kind of in that second half there, things starting to get a little bit chippy there, especially you guys trying to make a comeback. What did it take to kind of calm the girls down and then kind of go forward from there?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's competitive. The league's got, I think that's fairly normal night in and night out. The league just has another level of competitiveness to it. So, I think our kids were just fine.
And do you feel that some of the younger players were ready for this kind of environment, this kind of game? Because obviously you guys had the Ball State game, but now you're kind of getting into league play here. It's a little bit different of a mindset than, the non-conference.
Well, I mean, most of our team is young, so, right? And but there's a difference between young and experience, and I can say most of our team is young, but we have there's a lot of experience, even with our young kids. So, there's enough kids that have been through the league that know what it's about, and we got to make sure that we get prepared and get ready for our next game.
I know Fair had 40 for them, but you rotated consistently pretty much with Alyssa and then Nyla guarding her. You mentioned she made some shots, she created shots for herself and was able to kind of make some crazy shots, but other than that, how would you assess how they were able to guard her, face guarding, or maybe even off the ball?
I don't know. I'll have to watch the film. I'm not sure. But I mean, 40 is a lot of points, and obviously it's hard to beat Buffalo if she's scoring 40. She had a great game, and, moving forward, we got to do a better job.
The stat line for the second quarter would say, shooting percentage way down, but Was it more than just missing shots, or was it something that Buffalo was able to do to kind of counteract?
It was both. It was both. We're missing shots, and also we had to get better rhythm. You know, I thought our cadence was not good, and you need both. You know, offense is space, it's pace, it's flow, but I think it was both. And second half, way better ball movement and attacking a zone, but that second quarter really was the game. You know, that's the difference in the game.